Students of English literature, today our topic is the judgment seat of Vikramaditya that is written by Sister Nivedita. Students, in this lecture 1 English version lecture that is from supplementary reader class 10th. Before we go through this chapter, I would like to give you some detail about the writer. Sister Nivedita's actual name was Margaret Elizabeth Noble, and she was born on 20th October 1867. She was a Scotch-Irish social worker. She was an author. She was a teacher and disciple of Swami Vivekananda. A student, she loved Indian culture very much, and she wrote this writing on Vikramaditya. Now let's have a synopsis of the chapter, students. This lesson is about a king of India who is known as Vikramaditya, who was famous for his justice and wisdom. After his death, his palace and his fortress got ruined and buried under the earth. Several years later, some boys found a green mound that looked like a judgment seat. One of them sat on it. Suddenly he became grave, serious and witty. He began to give correct judgments. He became so famous, and the king of the Ujjain of the time came to know about this, and he was very greedy and he wanted to be famous like Vikramaditya, so he got it dug out. Students, now see what happens with the seat and with the king. Now let's begin with the lecture number 1. Students, your story begins like this. Everybody of us is known to the name of Vikramaditya. His ruling has been a landmark in Indian history. It means it was a great ruling time of the Indian history, and everybody knows well about it. Vikram Samvat owes its origin to him. Means Vikram Samvat, Indian year name Vikram Samvat. You can say the name of Hindi year Vikram Samvat begins with the name of Vikramaditya. Although his name is so famous, it is strange that we hardly know anything definite about his life. We don't know much about his life. There is one certain thing about him that we know, that he was a man of justice and learning. Students, there may be a question, what do we know about him? We know about him that he was a lover of justice and learning. He gave perfect justice to his people and he gathered learned men about him in his court. Means there were so many learned and scholarly persons who were there in his palace and in his kingdom. It is said that he was the greatest judge in the history. There was no match to him in Indian history with regard to judgment. Vikramaditya was never deceived. It means there was no clever person in the reign of Vikramaditya who could deceive him. Nor did he ever punish the wrong man. The guilty trembled when they came before him, for they knew that his eyes would look straight into their guilt. The person who committed guilt and who were criminals were very afraid of the king Vikramaditya, because they knew that his eyes would look straight into their guilt, and they were afraid of being caught. Elderly persons and everybody came to him with their great problems, and Vikramaditya solved them very easily, and everybody was satisfied with his skill of judgment. And whenever in Indian history any judge gives a perfect judgment, people say, oh, that judge is definitely sitting on the seat of Vikramaditya. Students, in this way Vikramaditya has become the synonym, has become the same meaning of perfect judgment and learning. Has everyone ever seen the judgment seat of Vikramaditya? Perhaps not, because that seat doesn't exist anymore in this world. Students, we are going to come to know what happened with that seat. Let's begin this story. After the death of Vikramaditya, the people of Ujjain, in due course of time, means as the time passed, forgot him. His palace and his fortress were ruined. They heaped up ruins having been covered with grass, dust, and trees, and were turned into great pasture lands for feeding the cattle. A student, you can understand this like as the time passed, all the ruins of his palace and fortress uh, became a heap of rubbish, and there was dust, and grass grew on that, and it turned into a pasture. Later on, as the time passed, the people of sheep, cows, buffaloes used to come there to graze them. Early in the morning, the cattle would go in the care of the shepherd boys and would not return till late in the evening. When it was the time to return, a shepherd boy would call out from the edge of the pasture, and all the cattle, along with their cowherds, and gathered around him, and together they would turn homeward. Students, before we end this lecture, we come to know some certain question that appears in the questions, those appear in the board examination. First, the question may be, what did the cowherds boy do in the grassland, in the pasture? So definitely our underlined portion is the answer, and you can select suitable answer from this portion, and this part is underlined with green color, and this portion is very important. Then your answer will be, these boys used to come in the morning with their cows, and they left their cattle to graze there, and it continued up to evening. Students, next question may be, what do you know about Vikramaditya? Then our answer will be, we do not know anything definite about Vikramaditya, but we know a little about him, that he loved learning and justice. Students, there is one more important question there. Why did guilty tremble before him? Then you say, the guilty trembled before him because they knew that his eyes would look straight into their guilt. So students, these are the three important questions from this part, and I hope you have understood this lecture well. So please, to continue all the lectures remaining, you please subscribe our channel, Oracy Classes of English Language. And if you have any query, you can write in the comment box. We will try to solve it. Please like, share Oracy Classes of English Language. Thanks.